Good morning. Tina O here from Tina O Life. It is the morning before Live Your Best Story. I apologize if you're getting a bit of wind in the speaker. I'm a little groggy today. I just had a big parenting night last night. It just is what it is, right? 3 kids, all at various stages of development, needing their mama to hold the space. So I'm a little groggy, but I'm ready. Every Live Your Best Story weekend brings its own story for me. And that story emerges usually the week of. And then during the weekend itself, there's a story that emerges for me in the learning, right? In the unpacking of whatever is up and moving. And then there's a week after where whatever that learning is makes its way in. I'm not sure what it is yet. I don't know. But I'm always curious to find out. And you know what's really funny? I think of Live Your Best Story kind of like Romeo and Juliet. You know, in Romeo and Juliet, I'm like an eternal idealist and romantic. It's just who I am. And when I watch Romeo and Juliet, I still think there's a possibility that they're gonna live. It's not funny. I still do that. And it still surprises me in Live Your Best Story when the weekend's over that something has shifted and I'm moving through something like I'm surprised by it, like it doesn't happen every weekend. We've been doing Live Your Best Story for 5 years. We have over 130 people now who've been through this highly personalized, highly intimate weekend retreat. And still I'm surprised at the end of the weekend that that something's on the move for me. And so just like Romeo and Juliet, that idealist in me, who I think is more about really just being in the moment, so in the moment that I forget how Romeo and Juliet ends. And in this moment, this living story, that's what this whole weekend retreat's all about. It's about your living story. And a living story shifts and moves and expands and deepens with you. It's like being in the surprise state. Okay, not adrenalized surprise state, not shock, but being in that curious surprise state moment after moment after moment. Because Live Your Best Story is a weekend of deep listening. And you can't listen when you know. Listening, okay, and I know you can, those of you are like, yeah, you can totally hear when you know. Your ears are still there. I get that. But I'm talking about deep listening. I'm talking about engaged listening. I'm talking about listening for wisdom. I'm not talking about hearing words. And we can't actually have deep listening or wisdom listening when we're not curious. That's one of the ingredients you need. So this morning, as I prep for Live Your Best Story, starting tomorrow night, I invite you to ask yourself, what's up for you? What's living for you? What's alive for you today? I'm Tina O from Tina O Life, founder of Live Your Best Story, with Nicole Natras and Carolyn Nesbitt and Cindy Schreier, who was with us in the early days. And today, it's about story. Talk to you again. And I'll check in after the weekend happening at the Rolling Earth Retreat, Farm and Retreat Center on the Sunshine Coast in Roberts Creek. See you soon. Whew.